Now the ACC men's tournament bracket has been set, and I'm going to go over the importance later. And it's going to be played in Cary, North Carolina, and from April 17th to April 21st. And the semifinal matches, by the way, are ACC Network X or something like that. And the same thing goes for the championship match. So, and all the times listed here are Eastern time. So I want to make that note up front. So on April 17th, the 12 seed Miami, Florida will take on the 13 seed Boston College, and that's the only match. Now, April 18th, there's the 8 seed Notre Dame will take on the 9 seed Clemson at 10 a.m. The 5 seed North Carolina will take on the winner of Miami, Florida, and Boston College at 10 a.m. The 7 seed Georgia Tech will take on the 10 seed Louisville at 12:30 p.m. The 6 seed Florida State will take on the 11 seed Virginia Tech at 12:30 p.m. Now, April 19th, the 1 seed Virginia will take on the winner of the Notre Dame match. The 4 seed Duke will take on the winner of North Carolina match at 10 a.m. for both of those matches. And they're all like Bank 1 and Bank 2 and all this, so I'm just going to make that clear. The 2 seed Wake Forest will take on either Georgia Tech or Louisville. The 3 seed NC State will take on Florida State or Virginia Tech. And obviously, the winners of the Virginia and Duke matches will play the next day at 10 a.m. on April 20th. And same thing goes for the Wake Forest and NC State winners. Winners of those matches at 10 a.m. The next, and on April 21st, they'll play at 10 a.m. for the championship, the winner of the semifinal matches. So now that I got that bracket out of the way, obviously Virginia wants to try to be as high as possible and keep themselves to a 2 line. You're not going to catch Ohio State. They're probably not going to catch them. Too big of a difference in terms of points. But you could sure go ahead and try it. Do all your best. But it's a lot of points when you look at it. I mean, obviously Wake Forest is trying to keep themselves to be a top 8 seed and don't have to be on the road for the Sweet 16 match if they get the front past the first 2 rounds. That's obvious, and NC State's trying to keep, and Duke are going to try to keep themselves top 16, but maybe a top 8 push, but I don't know how realistic that is. And Florida State's barely not hosting right now. They have to kind of get enough points to be a host site in all this. And right now the cut line would be 48, but that's like Pepperdine with the losing record, and LSU's going to be with a losing record, but LSU's going to get a winning record soon. Though, that if they lose that first SEC tournament match, they're done. Obviously. And Pepperdine should have a winning record at the end of the day, but yeah, current cut line's like 48 teams, but it's probably going to get shrunk. But you never know. Yeah, right now, Louisville just needs to make sure they win a match or 2 in the ACC tournament if possible. If possible. They need to beat Georgia Tech. Then I think they would get in. Safely get in if they could win that match. If they do. They don't have to worry about 500 rule, but if they lose that match, then it's anybody's guess if they're in or out. And Clemson, they have to find a way to play themselves in. They're outside looking in right now, number 53. And Miami, Florida, sub 500 record, they're not going to get in. Though they're ranked too low anyway. But still, they have to win a conference tournament and make an NCAA tournament. Same thing goes for Virginia Tech and Boston College. To be honest, and Notre Dame is on that 500 rule. Watch. They're 13-13. And if they do lose, to Clemson, they are screwed and they're done. to think about NCAA tournament discussion. If they would win that match, I think they'll still be in. I think they would be in, but it wouldn't hurt if they pulled an upset off. It not only win the first match, but beat Virginia. But how likely is that going to happen? But you get the whole point here. And no way North Carolina is going to be a host site. And same thing goes for all these other teams that are projected to be NCAA tournament right now. So, anyways, if you like this content, like and subscribe, and see you guys later. The road is to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. Somebody might just, of course, like the video, comment the video, really helps YouTube algorithms. More people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching, subscribe, hit subscribe button, free notification bell as well. So this is really important for Wake Forest to make sure they're still a top 8 seed and all this. And like I said, Florida State needs to find a way to be at the top 16 seed, and NC State needs to keep themselves afloat as well as Duke as a top 16 seed. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. And also, it kind of helps. It's pretty hard to project what's really going to happen in the other conference tournaments that are going on soon, like the SEC and the Big 12, for example. Though really, it could affect it, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. So.